70,000 spectators, and they've come out in full force for this one. A fantastic atmosphere here in Minneapolis. Today, it's the penultimate week of the regular season, Week 16, and we've got a good one in store between the Green Bay Packers and the Minnesota Vikings. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
Kenny Nwagu now out of his end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
They start the drive with Cook. And some room to maneuver. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Gotta like that start. 14 yards to get him going. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I've not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
Yeah, I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
The 40-yard line.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Over the middle, it's complete.
And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. 3rd and 7 now. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
First down, here's the run with Cook. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
The Vikings at 9-5 now on the year. They've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Roberts. He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Packers are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. It's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing to start the drive. Decker. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. Touchdown, Packers. Christian Watson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Packers take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Vikings, nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Over first down and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, or they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Roberts now on 1st and 10. And that throw behind his man. He missed him, incomplete.
These two teams faced off earlier in the year, right around mid-season, back in Week 9. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
Roberts to throw again. Going right side here, and that's complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 44-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now a give running right. It's Cook.
Down to the 42, 2nd down. Those defense for the Packers, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Down, they go right back to Cook.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
I think we call that season's greetings right there. He came up, pow! Knocked him for a loss.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Now Roberts to throw on 3rd down.
He'll get this complete to Jalen Reagor.
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 23. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Up the middle, it's Cook. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's won by quickness off the ball. Who can handle the guy across from them best? On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
On 2nd down, it's Cook again.
And he's got this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 14. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
They'll run it. Here's Cook, and he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On 2nd down, here's Nwangu.
And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Vikings, nothing.
Well, this drive, they're a perfect 2 of 2 on third down conversions, but they need a full 10 yards here. Looking to throw. Roberts. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And his kick is right there. It's good. And they are on the board, but still trailing in 7-3.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
At their own 15-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll go again to Jones. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
And that's exactly what offenses try to avoid by using motion and throwing different formations up. They hate when he can draw a bead on the play, get a running start, and make a big play behind the line of scrimmage as he did just there.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10.
At their own 23-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And, of course, this a critical game in regards to not just the division race, but playoff seeding as well. They are a game up, but a loss here could really muddy the waters.
And both these teams want to clear things up about how they feel about each other and their standing in the league. Because these two teams, they've really been the cream of the crop in their division. So this game, it's been looming on both of their schedules.
They run again on 1st down. Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
68 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Roberts. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers are going to get the football back at their own 17.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Slot man moves right. Now a 1st down carry by Jones.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Another big play as they get 28 out of that one.
From Viking Viking territory now. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. And the slot man goes in motion left. Again, it's Jones. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's 3rd down and inches.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
3 yards on the play. And the Packer first down.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now a handoff. Running left is Jones. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Now Jones. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes a defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? Operating from the gun. Decker. That is caught. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal.
And that big gain may just change the thought process here on 4th down. I think in the red zone, they might now consider going for it on 4th down.
Giving to the big tight end on 4th. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Packers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away.
Nwangu now from his end zone.
A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find.
He's got a man, complete. Now a timeout signaled for him. They'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Operating from the gun, Roberts. And he is going to slide to a halt inside the 5-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've come to halftime here with the visiting Packers out on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter. And from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead. Now a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
127 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he's got some space here. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Over 30 yards there. And first downs on 3 consecutive plays now. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. On the counter, here's Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Aaron Jones.
A 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Packers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 15 now.
Viking 6.
So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll try the middle with Cook. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
I think we can safely say that those types of players are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Roberts.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Vikings.
Justin Jefferson.
66 yards.
And the Vikings are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead to 21-17. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away.
Well, this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
And space tough to come by there as they'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
An inside give to Jones. By the skin of their teeth, they are able to convert on 3rd and inches.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's a give to Jones running left.
They'll take it past the 40 to the 41, 2nd down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Decker. That'll be complete to Allen Lazard. It's a big play there for Green Bay. And even 50 yards.
A very nice job right there, working the middle of the field, able to create some separation, and then utilize it to not just make the catch, but turn upfield once he got the ball in his hands.
A give to Jones. Trucks over it. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
You want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
Now they send a man in motion right. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Packers go up by 2 touchdowns.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 15 now.
Vikings 13.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Nuwagu now from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the
and he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Well, the offense has had a big day. He's been great running the football, but I don't think anybody liked that last result.
No, they didn't like the last result at all, but they have to look at it in total, don't they? They've had a big day running the football. You take an occasional loss or an occasional bad play along the way, but all in all, they have to like what they've done.
A second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. Find him.
On 3rd down, Decker.
He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers.
A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Packers get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead opens up now to 22 points.
Vikings 13.
So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Vikings take over 1st down 10 at their own 20.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 of them...
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack.
6-yard loss. It's 4th down.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. One quarter remains here in Week 16. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Give that sack to Harrison Phillips, the big man.
Well, you just knew that these rushers were eager to do that today. Put him on the ground. Their plan, introduce themselves individually to this rookie quarterback. They said a load a big way there with a loss of double-digit yards on that sack.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football.
3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said, 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the 1st down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson.
A great effort there with his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Vikings have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth.
That's caught, and he is going to get in there for the 2 points to make this a 12-point game. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw in this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
Second down, another shot for Jones. And he can muster only a couple here to the 24.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
To throw on third down. Decker. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football.
That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
Here's Cook again.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Dalvin Cook,
A 23-yard run.
and the Vikings have made it a 1-score game again here in the fourth.
Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
And they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33.
This defense starting to buckle down when they need to. And right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score. But they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
210 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Right back to him on first down. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on, because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. On second down, it's Jones. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. They'll try the right side with Jones.
And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line.
11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them.
And maybe the outcome of this one, Charles, would have been different, but ultimately time runs out on the comeback, so it falls short, and they hold on to win this by just one possession.
Not the fourth quarter they wanted, but they did earn the win, and they'll be happy about that, and they should be. Now they're going to go back to practice, see what they can do to prevent a future lead from slipping away like this one was.
so for the Packers, it's a critical win for them as it gets them to 9-6 on the year. And they'll have another road date next week with the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, it's a tough blow to their playoff aspirations.